Hey everyone, my name is REDRUP. This is the It's Not a Phase podcast, and on this episode I'm joined by vocalist Dane Evans and bassist Matt Clarke from the band To The Grave. We talk all about their brand new album, Everyone's a Murderer, breaking out of Australia, their graphic album artwork, leaning further into their ethos of veganism and animal rights, their pig mask and apron get-up, and loads more. Before we jump into it, please consider taking a few seconds of your time to help me out by supporting the podcast. You can hit subscribe or follow wherever you're checking this out so you don't miss out on future episodes. You can leave a review or a comment, give the podcast a follow on social media, and there's also a Patreon and there's a web store if you did want to go one step further. You can find all the links to everything that I've just mentioned in the description of this episode, or you can head over to itsnotaphase.co.uk. Now that's done, here's my chat with Dane and Matt from To The Grave. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me on this episode of the It's Not a Phase podcast, where I'm joined by Dane and Matt from the band To The Grave. How are you both doing today?
Good, mate.
Doing good,
Thanks.
How you doing?
All good, man. All good. Yeah. Thanks for speaking to me from the other end of the world. We'll get through this. Magic of Zoom, so we're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we appreciate you. We appreciate you making the time out for us. I know time zones always make these kind of things fucking awkward, but we really appreciate people taking their time out to ask us about our stupid little band. So, thank you.
Yeah.
And hello to all the listeners.
Of course. Let's go right into, obviously, the big news for you guys. Brand new album, Everyone's a Murderer, that comes out on August 30th via Unique Leader Records. How are you feeling about putting this record out there? Album number 3, you've already put 2 out there. What's the feeling on this one? What's the vibe?
Matt? So, it's weird. I'll just say it, I was waiting, but it's weird because we got the fucking tours coming up. It's how do I say this? It's going according to plan, which is strange. And
is that not normal for you?
What was that, sorry?
Is that not normal for you for things to go to plan?
Well, I don't know how to explain it. Not so much. We kind of go on. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, it's the music industry. You're always putting out fires. Things are always moving. But this time, everything seems pretty on track. And the process of we've been done with the process of the album for a couple of months now since handing it into the label. So we're kind of just tour focused now. We've switched, we did all of that, and now we've got to get ready to go to the US. So it's
sorry, Matt, that
cool.
Gave me the piece that I needed.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go.
This is why I needed. Yeah. I guess, fuck, and then I lost it straight away. No. Yeah. So we
has shifted.
All right. On that, we made the album a couple of months ago, right? It's still, in a weird way, feels like 2 singles have come out yet, but I have to weirdly pinch myself because it's wow, that from inception to people hearing it and then to it being out and then us playing it is pretty quick for us. We tend to sit on stuff for a while until we don't like it anymore, until our tastes change and whatever. And this is very currently us, so it feels like we're just carrying it on our backs. It's cool. It's a different feeling. I can't describe it. It's
with Epilogue, because of COVID and the lockdowns and all of that, we'd already written director's cuts by the time we were touring Epilogue. We were playing bits that ended up on director's cuts on the Epilogue tour. It was quite strange.
Yeah,
we've always done that. Always tried to be steps ahead of what we were doing, to have the next thing already done, but then you kind of end up feeling like you could do better by the time that comes out and the next thing comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool. This one that was everything about it was quick. The writing was quick. Jack, this time around, did amazing work with all the riffs he was bringing to the table, but he scrapped 2 or 3 albums worth of material that we knew about.
Oh wow.
So when it was time to like, okay, boys, let's all get in the room together and work on these songs, it was like 12 or 15 skeletons of songs that we'd never heard. They were like brand new, which was cool.
I really like that.
It made the whole process really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could
remove. Sorry, Zach, go on.
It's okay.
I was just gonna say, removed a bunch of the usual stress, like that. Yeah. Everyone being so on the ball.
Yeah. Well, I guess you obviously you got to tour the last album properly as opposed to the previous one, so you could learn from those shows. Like, this is what's working, this is what isn't, and you can vibe off the live experience as to how the next album can sound.
Yeah,
exactly, man.
Every album has been like refining that.
It's the anyway, I had someone say this to me like when we got back from America. I'm a tattoo artist, so I was tattooing somebody, and I told them I was really on the mindset of like, no, when I write this album, it's going to be sick for live. And they said to me, yeah, dude, oh no, you guys got cursed as well. Like, what happens to Australian bands is they go from doing 5-show tours in Australia, then they do 30-show tours in America, come back and change their sound completely because of that. And I was like, oh fuck, wait, yeah, maybe a little bit, eh? Like,
yeah,
but we were going to do that anyway.
Like,
no,
I don't think it's like, it's not the like hard turn that some people have thought it is based off the singles. Like, it's still us. It's just a refined version of what we're into right now and what's been working live. You know, we really want to have a record that we've had fun making, which, you know, step one, I think we nailed it. And then that connects with people live. Some of the more like techie or off time stuff on the last record, like, you play those bits live and it's just everybody in the crowd like standing there waiting for the mosh part.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Well, like, we like all those bits. Let's just give them more of that. If that's the bit that's fun for us and fun for the audience, then let's go.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I had the moment when I'd show people our old record and be like, and it was very hard for people to like, I guess people outside of our genre, they'd be like, oh, Dane, whatever, like people I work with, let me check out your new album. And you wouldn't catch them like headbanging. They'd be like almost stuck and like, whoa, this is like intense and a lot. But like, I really wanted to give people something the same flavor that they could take to the gym. That's it. I just wanted to make sense in the gym as well. And then that should translate live, I think.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to stake the sound on, but we had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing, isn't it? You want an album that's fun for you guys to make and also fun for people to listen to. If both of them come hand in hand, then perfect.
Yeah. In the past, the writing process has been very like the end result has been cool, but there's those older records I feel like are sort of more born out of tension and, you know, people butting heads and finding the creativity in the pushing against each other. And this time the approach was more me, Jack and Dane, like aligning with each other. Like, okay, I know this bit of what I'm into doesn't gel with the other boys, so I'm not even going to push for that because there's gold in the stuff where our tastes overlap. So we just kept pushing towards that.
And with the intention that like the last little point I'll drop on that is like, you know, 2010 to 12, like 2008 to 12, that period of deathcore, like Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, Chelsea, and all these bands were doing like, what I remember from when I was growing up was they'd switch up the next thing a fair bit. It'd be unexpected. And that was what was so cool about this genre, man. It was like, it was always a little bit ahead of its time. even if it was too far ahead of its time. We just tried shit, and it wasn't safe. And we had that in our mind the whole time, going like, people hated deathcore when it first started. Like, let's go back to some of that classic like genre bashing. Yeah, just see what happened. Yeah,
you're right.
keep it
Like,
evil.
Yeah.
when deathcore came out, like everyone, well, not everyone, but like it was hated on by like the elitists and the gatekeepers and stuff. Like, this will never get anywhere. Now you look at 2024, and then you look at these albums, like, you know, the Suicide albums, the Whitechapel albums, like the Chelsea Green albums, as in like classics within heavy music. It's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
like
It's
Even
it's
when they
funny
were
that you
coming out.
mentioned that.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, think about
I
like
was
that
gonna
Chelsea
say-
Green EP 2012 where it had all the cleans on it. And so sorry,
Yeah.
I know.
No.
And then like the Suicide Silence album with the Corn thing. I'm just like doubling down on the point, but like there was a lot of that, man, and it was cool
Yeah.
as fuck.
yeah,
It's interesting, Zach, that you mentioned gatekeepers, because and the reaction of like the heavy community to those records initially was like, oh, what's this? Like, no, thank you. We don't want it. With the last singles from this new album, we've had a little bit of that from within the deathcore scene of like, oh, it doesn't sound like deathcore does right now. So
right.
no, this
it
isn't
doesn't sound like your
for
last
us.
record.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fun seeing that reaction. Like, I'm glad that we're keeping people guessing and that we're not predictable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last thing you want. You want to like change things up for you, change things up for the fans, and yeah, that's the way forward. I think like if you're not making people either love you or hate you, and people don't talk about you, like that's not what you want. You don't want to be mid, do you?
Yeah,
Exactly.
there'd be nothing worse than putting out music and people going, yeah, sounds like To the Grave. It's all right.
That's why every
No.
single Bring Me the Horizon album, every single one, everybody, if you ask somebody, they're like, oh, it just sucks, it's not as good as the last one or whatever. That band is 2 years ahead of everybody. Like, we don't know that we love that album yet, like, but we do. Like, it's fucking crazy. They've always done that, and I think if you can capture like a glimpse of that, yeah, keeping people on their toes is cool.
Yeah. Well, I also want to talk about the album artwork, which I think is insane. Like, I imagine that's ruffled a few feathers in like the people a bit more conservative, and like talk to me about the artwork and stuff on your end.
Not yet. There hasn't been much of a reaction yet, but the one cool little moment like that is that retailers in the UK want to stock the album but won't promote the artwork online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the
So they just
first censored
censor
cover
it.
we've ever had was like a Instagram post that was like blurred out.
Right.
Yeah, which is like, you know, I'm a huge fan of Cannibal Corpse, and like so many of their records weren't even available here in Australia for so long. So I've like, you know, I bought Bloodthirst as a kid, and it's in just a plain black CD case.
Oh, really?
With the logo. Yeah, because the artwork was banned. It was so it's cool to kind of have a little taste of that. Yeah.
Our last 3 records, like the instrumentals, the EP, and the album, and then all the singles as well, were all like off the recent record, were all photos from Australian farms, bro. So like real photos of real animals murdered by people. And we got more pushback from like vegans than anybody else, being like, we don't want to see that. We don't want to, like, it's surprising, man. Like, a lot of people are really receptive, I guess, to that. That's why this one, I think people were more like, oh my God, thank fuck. It's drawn. People have actually, like, someone drew this one.
Yeah.
People aren't like freaking out as much, actually. Like, the last one we had a dog that was like in a trap. I remember like just a bird's eye view of a dog that was like shot because it had been stuck in a leg trap and like tried to chew itself out or whatever. Everyone lost their minds about it because like we'd shown pigs, we'd shown cows, chickens, lambs, but then there was a dog, and it was like, whoa, so which was fucking silly, but compared to that, no, this has been tame as fuck. It's everyone just being like, this is a really cool way to do this. Like,
Yeah. I just assumed like people might have kicked off more, not because, well, not because of the picture of obviously the animal that's been killed and has been eaten, but the fact that you've got children in the photo, well, sorry, in the like
Yeah.
the image. I thought that would be the bit that kind of like provokes people more.
We did have some discussions amongst us when we got it back of like, you know, sort of predicting that would come up. It hasn't yet, but you know, the album's not out.
Yeah.
As we're having this conversation, the album hasn't come out yet, so we'll see.
Well, if I can describe the cover arts that were going to be maybe the covers, like there was a real photo of a bucket full of blood and feathers. There was a photo, like just a bucket full of blood with a couple of feathers floating in it. That's it. What was the other one? Like the graphic, the archway where there was like
tags.
Bloody slaughterhouse floors collaged. Bloody slaughterhouse floors. That's all it was. And it was like, yeah, the drawn kids, I did not see a single, like, comparatively, so tame, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, like, I think this time around, people saw that, saw the names of the songs, and went, if they had something to say, they didn't say it. Like,
yeah. Do you want to talk about like getting the artwork? Because you were sort of the mastermind behind the vision on that, Dane.
Yeah.
And working with Damorph.
I guess I just had, like I have before, so it's not that exciting for this, but I will. Like it was, I can break it down because I like, you know, I tried to stretch this out, but it really was as simple as me hitting him up with a bunch of like, I only had the album title. I've had the album title in my head for like a year now. And the whole time I've been planning what's the cover supposed to look like. That's why I took my swings at it. And then I didn't show any of that to him. I just showed him like, if let's say you were against veganism and you saw what you would call like propaganda, animal rights artwork, I sent him that. And I sent him like, you know, yeah, anything you can kind of think of that's like symbolic, very like poster for like, you know, we need like animal liberation now type shit. Anyway, I sent him all that. I just said, I need something that's that impactful, something that's like a bit of a call to action-y, but also, yeah. And man, that was the first sketch he sent back. I pretty much just said, dude, color it and we're done. Like,
awesome.
Like,
yeah. I remember like seeing the message pop up in the band group chat, and I was like, oh shit, that's finished. Like, yeah, cool, let's go.
He's super Ukrainian and like stern about things. So like there was a minute there where he didn't quite understand. Then if he tells you, he's like, okay, leave it with me. It's like, go, bro, go. And he's crazy. He's actually crazy. It's sick.
Well, he delivered.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the kind of subject of imagery, obviously with this album, there's I think you had it like towards like within the touring of the last album, but the pig mask and apron, that must be super uncomfortable pretty quickly when you're wearing it live.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Can we talk about that, please? Like, yeah, it's not cool or glamorous at all. And it sucks. And
smells horrible.
Bro, I was like, all I do is talk about that fucking mask. No one ever asked me how much it sucks to be in that fucking thing. And yeah, like, I can't fucking describe it, man. Because it's like, this is pretty much the get up, right? I'll do like a hoodie, which I'm not doing this time around because reasons. And then like the mask over. I don't want any like skin showing except for like the hands even. I used to do gloves, but that was brutal. And it looked silly when after one song I would just like take the whole uniform off. And so now I'm balancing it out. But yeah, the apron and the mask have got to stay, man. Bastard things like. But they're cool. They're I got it here. So I got two of them. There's a knife somewhere, but like, yeah, that thing. So it usually like I said, goes as far to the hood as possible, then clamps around, so I can breathe through these. And then very frequently I'll just like do that mid-set, trying to open my mouth and like, yeah, the crazy fucking thing, man. But I can't not wear it. It's so cool.
It is cool, like, but you've just got to pay the price of art, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man.
So, like, what's the upkeep like that then? Because you just said like it gets super sweaty and stinky. Like, do you have to like fully clean it out after every set?
Yeah, bro. If I don't, everything else in my backpack gets like slime on it. It's so much information, but like,
there's definitely been moments where you like, you know, in the RV on the US tour, you like open a plastic bag that's on the floor and the smell hits you before your eyes and your brain like connect, like, oh, that's the mask. So like, yeah.
So
it's pleasant like, when it's not clean.
I would very frequently just go up to the boys and be like, fucking feel that, like I've cleaned it, but feel that, like it's. And when you sweat as well, this like latex thing just goes, oh, I'm skin now as well, like it sticks to you. But the upkeep, so like I think it's funny you ask, man. In Canada, I think by the time we got to Canada on the last tour, this top strap here around the back, so there's two there. This one here, like, I don't know, ran away. So I had to like, what was I using? I was like, whatever I could. I'd like got string from a venue, tied it through one thing, and then I just had to like, yeah, oh, that's right. So it's like a belt fixture, and then I'd like pull MacGyver this thing, tie it around my head so that I couldn't take it off every night. Like I usually like taking it off a couple of songs in, and then like that's also another moment for people. Like you can get more, but I couldn't. I just had to wear the thing. But yeah. So the upkeep on them is cunty, man, because you got to like. People are grabbing it and like I'm stage diving and shit every night. It's getting beat to shit. I'm like anxious before a show, so I'm strapping it to myself really quickly and poorly, and then the belts get fucked, and then so then the next night, bro, I remember
gets thrown.
I remember when I couldn't find the strap. Sorry.
Yep.
I was just gonna say when I couldn't find it, we were at some venue and I was like, what do I do? Like, I was freaking out going, I need an adult, man. Like, I don't know what to do. Made it everybody else's problem. Yeah. Sorry, what'd you say?
No, I was just going to say, like, that, you know, not only does it get beat up on stage, but then gets, like, thrown away and discussed the minute you step off stage.
Yeah.
But then once you've, like, recover, it's so funny, this nightly ritual of like Dane's strapped into it half an hour early because his anxiety before a set is playing up, so he's ready. But then he's sweating into it for a whole other set before we play. Then as soon as he's done, it's abandoned while he recovers, and then you get the, hey man, have you seen my mask? Like, I left it over there, but like now it's not there. Where's all my shit? Like,
yeah,
I already put it away, bro. It's fine.
There's like a love-hate relationship with the mask, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there just keeps getting more added now. Like there's a mic holder now. It's like
Right.
a little that. Watch me fucking lose that, and I just yeah.
Yeah.
Me treat it like it's everyone else's job to look after it, even though they've got $1,000 instruments. And
Well, is that microphone then? I assume it's not like a proper knife, or is it a proper knife?
It's
so
steel. It's just not sharp.
Right.
So
So you're gonna say
yeah,
like that's just gonna be dangerous if you're like,
yeah.
losing it in the moment and then
It's
actually got-
still it's
go on. I
still
don't know. Typical.
yeah, he's lost it already. Yeah. It still could be a problem, like if it goes, if Dane's not careful with it. But it's not sharp, it's not that dangerous. It's pretty safe.
right.
Nobody got injured with it shooting the music videos, so I think we're okay.
If you no, if I can't play a whole set with the fucking thing. Not with people stage diving and shit. If someone like runs into that, it's like, yeah, sure, maybe not like a stab wound, but maybe brain damage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, it is. It's literally a knife, but the they've stopped before they sharpen the edge, basically.
It's like blunt, but like
yeah.
so it's two pieces of the steel floor from an old sheep shearing shed in Australia. Like, it's so fucking, and homie made it into a knife. Like, it's
Very cool.
it's to a T, very the message,
on brand.
Yeah, on brand.
Yeah. Well, going back to the album, you've got a few like guest features on there. But the one that kind of I guess is like the biggest outlier that kind of stuck out to me is it Sophie Wilcher? I think, is she an animal rights activist?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously bringing like a kind of melodic moment on 8416. Talk to me about like bringing her on board, because obviously that's kind of goes into the ethos of the band as well.
Absolutely, bud. So yeah, Sophie's a good friend of mine, and was what I guess integral in a big campaign that Australia recently saw in our pig farming. So basically, what had happened was a pig farmer in Victoria was caught because activists. The only reason anybody knows what happens in a slaughterhouse is because activists leave cameras there, risk their freedom to do so. Anyway, this happened in Victoria, and so they caught footage of one of the workers there raping a pig, basically. So having her bent over the sour crates and having sex with her. So we went fucking ballistic trying to get this dude fired, trying to get him like held accountable, trying to get this footage out there, because this happens all the time, all the fucking time. And in fact, the harshest penalty that anybody faced was the activists who had. They're still trying to find the activists who got that footage, tearing Australia up and down, basically tearing sanctuaries and activist cells and all that upside down to try to find who got this footage. Instead of, now we all know this pig, like they tried to get her to safety, they tried to get her out, give her a better life, and the industry did everything they can to silence that and get this story muddied down and go after the whistleblowers, right? So we know now, that was about 6 months ago, this pig's dead. And everybody and somebody in Sydney and Victoria ate the poor girl. And the only thing we have to remember her by is her little name tag. That was 8416. That's what they called her.
Right.
So that's where we got the title of the song from. And yeah, Sophie, man, her part and what she says in her part, really, like, I think if you know anything about what activists go through and what these animals go through and what people go through to try to get them out of that, oh my fucking God, the brick that it hits you with is insane. So I had to Sophie's got a great voice. I had to get her on the album, and in the foulest way possible, everything lined up well, where we could do a song for Olivia, which is we everyone called her instead of 8416, like a fucking number. Yeah, so that was very important to me. Probably one of the most important songs on the album for sure.
Yeah, it was cool. Like that musically, it's this like, it's like her contribution is like so impressive. Like when she came into the studio to record her part, and like we're sort of just demoing what she was going to do, it was like electric. But then that it has this like deeper connection to the message, and that she's so active in the animal rights movement here was like really, really special. Probably more so than like just having a little melodic moment on the record.
His name's Bradley some shit. I'm trying to find it, but that dude completely escaped conviction. That pig never escaped a slaughterhouse, and activists being chased after. That's the state of the fucking place we're in. That's why we write albums about this. Like, disgusting.
That story was just fucking. I didn't know about that. That's fucking horrible. To put it mildly. Yeah.
Mate. Yeah. Like you give anybody the key to the factory of exploitation, they'll fucking open it. Like, you know what I mean? And then you just turn them, like, if you willingly, turn a blind eye to it. I guess like what goes on in these places because we don't want to know about it would make everyone's jaw hit the fucking floor, man. Like the things that are like legal that go on in slaughterhouses. Crazy. Like, I guess that was a really good a pivotal thing for us to talk about when all that happened, because it was a lot of people did go lose their minds about it and said, well, what the fuck, that's unacceptable. How do these pigs get here in the first place, man? It's not pigs fucking en masse, it's farmers jacking off pigs and you know what I mean, injecting the semen into the woman, and this is all it's an industry built on bestiality, cunt. Like what did you expect? Not So what do we?
It's this awful moment, but it has sort of meant that there's been a bit of a turn in the conversation of like the blinders were off for at least a minute to like how bad things really are.
I mean, like, obviously through that conversation and throughout this whole conversation, like if people and anyone who's familiar with you, like obviously knows like your messages and ethos of like animal rights and veganism and stuff like that. And with this that song you was talked about, and obviously the story behind it, it seems like with this record, arguably like you're pushing that like further to the forefront. Would you agree with that?
I think, man.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, it's the conversations we were having when we sort of had the instrumental part of the record finished, and then we were getting ready to do Dane's vocals, and we started to see lyrics, was like, it was just, the approach was to be a lot more blunt this time, way more direct, way more angry, instead of sort of smoothing off the edges and covering it in metaphor and story. It was like, I would say.
Zach?
Yeah.
Zach, can I ask you, mate, if you or somebody you loved was in a cage right now, an hour from you, and everybody that you knew wanted them dead by morning, how would you want me to write the songs about them? Like, how would you want me, you know what I mean? If you were in that cage, would you want me to you wouldn't want me to be a bitch about it? Like, you've got 12 hours, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If I was in that cage, I would want you to fucking yell, bro. Like, and that's, there's a lot, there's not enough of what if that was me? What would I like? Not enough empathy, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the approach was to just, I guess, add some urgency to the message. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like remove the subtlety even further. Like
Yeah.
if you're not getting the message now, this is the message.
And that, yeah. And I think that has worked to some degree because somehow there was still reactions on the first two singles of like, wait, this is like a vegan band. These songs are animal rights. Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So,
It's like the whole time we've
maybe
been
in the
trying
past
to,
things have been too subtle or people have
yeah.
missed it, but they're not missing it now.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
It's like the whole
That's
time we've been
along
trying
with
to dig
the,
a fucking hole. Sorry, Matt, go on.
I was going to say like that more direct approach kind of fits the like stripped back approach of the record, really. Like the music's more raw, the approach was faster and less like agonizingly planned out. So to have the lyrics and vocal performance, bumped up a notch in anger, like has sort of fit really well.
Yeah, like we've been trying, yeah. We've been trying to dig a hole, bro, but like with fucking scalpels, but we've had shotguns here the whole time, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to fucking chip away at it, but we can just boom. So that's what we're doing now.
Neither of those are things you use for digging a hole, though.
Nah. But if I told you to dig a hole and I saw you with a shotgun and a scalpel, anyway,
yeah.
Zach and the real ones know what I'm saying here. Matt's he's a little, he'll catch up. Yeah, bro. All right. A fun answer to that is like we were doing the vegan hardcore thing, but in deathcore. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that angry, like DIY, throw a brick at somebody scene. Like, yeah. Deathcore's too. Oh, please. Like, fuck that. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And
right. if we're gonna be the band that has a message to our overall approach, which is like there aren't many bands in deathcore doing that right now. There are definitely people with like conviction and with issues that they tackle, but it's like on a per song basis, and this is what we do. So if we're gonna do that, we're gonna be more direct with it. If this is our thing, let's double down on it.
Yeah. Like just go hard or go home, and you've gone hard on this one.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Well, it must be cool as well. Like, obviously, you've got like fans that come to you and say like, "Oh, I love your music," and all that kind of stuff. But I imagine there's also fans that come up to you and because of your messaging and because of your imagery, that you've helped them become vegan, I guess.
Yeah, and that's a really special moment every night on tour when they come up to us and want to share that with us. It's pretty great to be like,
you think about
we're helping.
Sorry, go on. I was just going to say, people ask us all the time about how the bad reactions are, but we do have a lot of positive ones.
Way more than any sort of negativity or confrontation.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I always think about the ones that don't say something as well. Like we see so much of it now that it's like, man, I imagine there's a lot of people that don't tell us, or like even if we just fucking plant the seed or whatever. Yeah, it's cool, man. Because that's why we do this. Like we want animals out of those fucking cages ASAP, and yeah, that's to hear that we're doing that is cool.
Yeah. That's obviously like a great kind of byproduct of you guys getting the success you've had over the past few years and breaking out of Australia, which I guess like is difficult in itself because literally physically you are an ocean away from anyone else to kind of like break into that market on the live front. So that
Yeah.
must have been difficult as well.
Yeah, it's to get to Europe is like a 22-hour flight. It's like
Just a
16
short trip.
hours. Oh yeah. 16 hours to the US, something like that. So it's like,
It
yeah,
was like 17 and a half when we flew back from Dallas. Like, it's disgusting, man. And I'm petrified of heights and flying. Like, I fucking hate it. So yeah, it's that's challenging, man. That's the big thing that's got me, I don't know, not so excited right now. Like I am, but I get painfully nervous before flights and fucking everything, like
Yeah.
months in advance. So yeah.
But then once we're out there, it's like it's great. And it's very cool to have these opportunities to get out of the country. It's like, you know, I think we've definitely said it in other interviews, and we might have mentioned it to you earlier. You know, you play a tour in Australia and it's 5 shows,
Yeah.
and then you go home. You're done in a week. You go to the US or Europe, it's 30 shows in 30 days, sort of thing, and you see half the world. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy for us, man. Everything's a video game. Like everything.
Yeah.
Everything's.
That was
I don't like coming to Australia. Like, but it's fucking crazy for us, man. We're like an uncontacted tribe that have like, you know what I mean? With a drone for the first time.
Yeah. It's crazy because I was looking up like, think of the size of the UK, and our population is still bigger than the size, like the population of Australia, but Australia's like massive by comparison. I just don't know.
Yeah, it defies logic, bro. Like when we go to California, like it spins us out completely because like that's a state and they've got 10 million more people than Australia does.
Yeah.
And it's however a fraction of the size. Like
yeah. Our countries are roughly the same size in landmass, like the US and Australia. But yeah, just in California, there's more people than here. It's like the world's a weird place, but it's cool. It's cool because that means like we get to play to so many people that are really into what we do.
Yeah.
In such a short period of time, and then we get to go home. It's sick.
Imagine the opposite. Imagine flying 17 and a half hours to play 5 shows and then go home. Like,
yeah. I don't know how our friends from overseas do it. Like Australia's like a beautiful country. Our crowds are really like excited and respectful and intense when bands come here. But like, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of shows. For that. The juice is definitely worth the squeeze more the other way for us.
Yeah. Well, it must have been crazy as well. Like obviously you're looking at your stats and stuff, and you can see how many fans you've got in the US or wherever. And then when you actually go there, like you're obviously seeing those numbers be actual human faces and people and bodies in real life at your shows.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the craziest fucking like. We were driving towards Florida on our last tour, and she's like, "Hey boys, like, we're finally like, this is our biggest city in the world, like." And it was fucking crazy, but it's like, and then what the show's ending there on this tour, it's gonna be crazy, man. Like, we see mental shows where we're from, but then you look online, and it's like, oh my god, like on the other side of the world, people just live and breathe to their grave. It's fucking crazy, like, and a lot of them. So yeah, you're right.
And to us, and especially me and Dane, who've been like, you know, pushing this band for so many years, like we're still just the like more or less the same people we were. Like we just like breakdowns and wrote some songs, and now there's like, you know, thousands of people on the other side of the world that like know who we are and what we do. It's still really bizarre.
Yeah. Well, are there any Australian bands that are up and coming that haven't kind of broke out yet that you'd recommend people listen to kind of help push them out?
Bro, literally most like it'd be easier to give you a list of bands that are shit, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
The
are like under the litter in Australia, bro. Like it's
yeah,
fucking crazy here.
yeah. It's cool. There's definitely like we haven't
Uh,
quite hit that tipping point where there's like a new surge of bands yet, but like
Mm.
it feels
oh,
like
like,
it's coming.
but like even think about like bro, the beautiful monument, like
Mhm.
all of our little.
It
Where the
it
fuck do I
feels like
start, man?
yeah, because it's hard for us to know even like who like what the size of these bands are overseas because it's like I was saying it's so bizarre that like people care about us. So like,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah. Face Cutter, No Life, Bloodmouth, what's it called? Flail, fucking um tons of local rappers that are doing like actually insane, not cringe shit. Like fuck me. Like, and I think what's cool about Australia is it's a competitive place to get out of. So everybody's trying to do something a little different. Like
yeah.
fuck me, like, dude, and you know what I mean. You can go down, but like our deathcore scene, Melancholia, fucking Starve, what else, Barbaroussa, bro. Like, there's some bands,
Yeah.
yeah, some bands that would fucking slap the shit out to the rave. Um, uh, yeah, man, it's crazy here. Um, and I think like the further back you go, look at bands like Tomb of Doom, bro. There's bands that like the world know or knew, but I kind of forgot about, bro. Like everything moves quick.
Yeah, and we got to see them play to like 30 people in a youth center somewhere.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Big
It's
up
cool.
fucking Complex and
Well,
yeah.
speaking of shows, you've got two album release shows on August 30th and 31st. How are you
Mhm.
feeling about those two?
Really excited. Um, there we deliberately went for like smaller venues this time round, just because we have the US and then Europe tour coming up. We knew it was going to be a long time before anybody here really gets to see us. So we just wanted to do these two little small shows as like a see you, we'll be back soon type thing. So we kind of just loaded them up with bands that we thought were cool. We've got and who are connected to the record too, which is cool.
Mhm.
So No Life and Identity Era. Um, their vocalists from those bands are both featured on the record. Yeah, Face
Yeah,
Cutter are like mates of ours and quite like, you know, quite outspoken about their veganism as well. It's going to be a cool little celebration of the record.
got Ilfrel and Reschem jumping on big dogs.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, and
yeah, a
then
couple
yeah,
of
we've just added these two rappers to the lineup too, which we've been trying to do for a while,
Yeah.
just to make things more diverse and just to give people more of a taste of like our tastes, because like
there's a lot of good music
death
in
metal
Australia. Heavy
and
metal.
rap are like where everybody's sort of tastes in the band overlap, I think. So
Everybody loves everybody loves a good rap. I mean, you know, I don't give a shit who you are. You like Eminem. If you don't like Eminem, you probably like Slipknot and Limp Bizkit. If you don't like them, maybe you like fucking Cursor and Sydney Searchers and like shit like that, right? Like where are you from? You're from the UK, bro. Like
Yeah.
massive grime scene, massive like D&B garage scene that Australia bites the fuck out of. And you go to these shows, everyone's wearing metal shirts, and it's like, well, we all listen to each other. Let's bridge it. Like, let's do some 90s shit here. You know what I mean? Like, see what fucking magic can happen.
Yeah, there's a festival over here called Outbreak, and they bring like rap and hardcore all together, and it goes well.
Yeah,
That's
Outbreak's sick. Fuck me, Dad. I want to go.
Maybe next year.
That's the thing. It happens. Like, you see that shit all over the world, man. And like, you used to see it a lot. I think the resurgence is happening like now with like, what's a good, you know, I guess the worst current thing going right now is like Falling in Reverse Tech 9 thing. That's close, but like, what Ghostmane and Code Orange, all those guys do shit together. But I think we can do something a bit more like inherently Aussie about it. We're a bit more.
Yeah, and
the
thing I'm excited for is like with having these guys on the shows is it's not like we're like, oh, we've got a rap bit in a song now, or like they've got a track with, you know, heavy guitars on the backing. No, our audience has to sit through their set, and then their audience has to sit through ours.
Yeah.
And there'll be people that love both, and that's going to be fucking cool. And the people that don't like it, tough shit. Like, you bought a ticket, there's something there you'll like. So, yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, like, I think that's I'm all about that. I'm all about just, there's already, like, people bought their tickets, and then we added another act where it's like, also, check out, like, this is extra for you, and it's extra for them, and it's extra for us. So like, but it's also, it could be something really cool. The answer to your question, terrified about these shows. Of course, I got to entertain like fucking 300 people, bro.
And
it's going to be exciting because it's our first time playing any of the new album live.
Yeah,
which is unusual for us too. Like I was saying earlier, like, a lot of the singles from director's cuts, we were playing them live before the album was out. And this is the first time where none of this has been heard live before. It's exciting.
Yeah. And then what about, you've got the US tour in September, October, and I think you're coming over to the UK and Europe to finish off the year. How are you feeling about those?
It's like super excited to get back to the US. Like, it's just so much fun. And then UK and Europe will be fun as well. The cool thing there is we've already toured with Sons of the Swarm before, so it's just going to be hanging out with our buddies on the bus for a month. Like,
but if you want to
make it easy.
I don't know, we're from Australia. We don't like the idea of getting shot in America.
Who does?
Yeah, like, we're very outspoken against something that's pretty ingrained in like a ton of their culture.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've also told the world that I don't want to get shot, so I will get shot now. What's it called? Europe. Huh? Please.
Yeah, please leave the little dude alone. We need him.
Leave the little dude alone. Fucking pussies won't even. Anyway, don't.
It was pretty intense just on the gun thing. Like, at one of the first shows, we're like just chilling in a Chipotle waiting for our food to come up. A dude just walks in and he's like, you know, Glock or something on one hip, giant hunting knife the length of his thigh strapped to the other side. We're like,
hey,
holy fuck. Like, here that would be like panic, cops, everything, and like there it was like just Tuesday.
Zach gets it. He's from the UK. We don't play with that shit. We just fucking, bro. We figured out a bag that'll carry acid, and like it will like just wear the right gloves that'll throw it in your face. My hands are fine. I'm out of there. We learned. That's what that dude in the UK told me. That he goes, nah, bro. Nobody here goes like. So he goes. Everybody here goes to the gym because nobody here. We don't have guns. So like,
we don't have guns. No.
Right.
Yeah, you've got to just be fucking huge. Okay, bro. Like,
To
um,
to develop more of an answer that's not built around like the potential of getting violently murdered.
yeah.
Europe's cool because you get to see so much of the world in like the space of a month. Like every morning when you wake up and get off the bus, you're somewhere with a different language and a different culture, and the people interact with you differently, and you've got
What
no
part of
idea
the
what's
UK are you
going
from?
on.
Manchester, so it's like the northwest of the UK.
Manny.
Yeah,
Oh,
Manny. Are you playing in Manny?
you
course
are.
we
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Fucking no. Well, like, yeah, that's mad.
That was
Like,
one of the best shows on the last tour. It was right at the point where we were starting to get a little cabin fever from being in the bus, but hadn't been on tour enough to be like just casually in the swing of it. So I think our set that night was like fueled by a bit of tension. It was fun.
Mm.
UK. Oh no, that was mad. The Ingested Boys were there.
Yeah, because they're from Manchester. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that was. Oh my god, that was fucking awesome. Jason like gave us some like I think he had a couple of beers, but he gave us some, like awesome Barstool wisdom for the like
Yeah, that's right.
being, like touring Europe, and it was so good. Like I've loved him. I've loved that band for a long time, bro. So that was a moment for me. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the UK. I said this the other night. Is like our It's like you played Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know how you can only like there's the safe rooms.
Oh yeah, where you get your ink ribbon and you can save on the typewriter. Yeah.
Exactly. The UK is like our safe room after we've been touring Europe through Resident Evil. Like, and it just feels like we can chill. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not so on edge thinking Matt's gonna get hostiled. Fucking see,
I'm the last one you got to worry about.
violence happens to other people. Well, that's what I'm not worried about me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of like, coming home to the motherland when we go back to the UK. People are just there's like an acceptance
Greg's.
of
Oh,
being.
Greg's. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg's is pretty good. Shout out Greg's vegan sausage roll.
Greg's vegan sausage roll. Oh my god.
When you come to Manchester, there's this great vegan like street Indian food place called Bundabust. You should go there. It's amazing.
Okay.
I'm there.
But I'll remember that. What was the
Yep.
Is it a chain, Wagamama's?
Yeah, Wagamama's. Yeah, that's there. It's like
Yep.
Japanese food.
It makes Australia feel like
Good
we're in a
option.
food desert when we go to places like that, bro. You're like fucking insane. Like
You're the only person I know that thinks that though, Dane. Because Dane's the pickiest eater I've ever met. So like on tour, I'm like, oh, there's like in the US it'd be like, oh, there's a like boutique vegan barbecue place around the corner. I'm gonna go there, and Dane's looking up where the Hungry Jack's is so we can get a vegan Whopper.
Burger King.
Burger King. Sorry.
Oh, is that what it's called over there?
Yeah. It's called Hungry Jack's here.
Right.
Burger King everywhere.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's safe, and like, well, that's the thing in the UK, man. Like, 'cause you guys do like Veganuary's big over there. Like your January is fucking huge for veganism. So like, I think everywhere that like Subway has like 3 or 4 options, which like we have nothing here. Nothing in our Subway.
Yeah.
Right.
The Domino's and the Pizza Hut. You guys are spoiled there, and it's even in like, I think the UK doesn't have the Macca's. Everywhere else have like a McPlant kind of.
Oh, we've got McPlant.
Vegan.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's every bit as like safe tasting and like, oh god, this is not good for me, but fuck, I'm full and I can go on to the next fucking city. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that was the first thing we did when we landed in Germany. Our first activity as a group. It's most of the band's first time out of the country at all. It's our first international tour. What do we do as soon as we land in Germany at the airport? Straight to McDonald's.
Embrace the culture.
For the yeah, that's it.
We were so fucking jet lagged that like I remember me and Jack just being like, I don't like he tasted my Fanta and I tasted his Coke and they tasted the same and we were like, are we just fucking broken? It was such a weird.
Yeah. Just being on a plane for that long can't be good for your brain.
No,
You're
so bad.
You're a bit unwound by the time you land.
Well, if you need any tips on vegan food in Manchester, just hit me up. I can get you some stuff.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We'll go for a feed.
Come do that.
Come see us when we're around. If you're close, then we'll get a feed. Even like, I know the UK, bro. Like your corner shops fucking slap, and there'll be something there. Like it's crazy. Like so, we're sweet. Let's tee it up.
Yeah.
Fish and chips. No, it's fucking. What's the vegan? Yeah, what's it called?
Oh,
Earthlinghead's got a place.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called though. It's like a flower or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Fuck. Anyway,
I have no idea.
We know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
Earthlinghead, being an activist, has like a fucking fish and chip place for anyone listening in the UK somewhere.
Well, I think we've covered pretty much everything. But what else have you got planned for the rest of 2024? Is that pretty much
mostly it's just touring, man. Like that's all we're doing from like literally Tuesday we start rehearsals and then kind of on the road till December, and then we'll be not talking to each other for a couple of weeks because we'll be sick of each other.
Oh my god, is that not going to work?
Everyone gets oh yeah, kind of.
Nah, that was terrible.
It's a bit blurry. All I could see was no catch.
Okay. Oh, you got that?
I could read no catch, but I couldn't see the image or anything.
Okay, everything else on my screen was fucked. In Brighton, no catch. Apparently, every time we've gone there and I've been like, oh, I just ate Burger King, someone slapped me and gone, why didn't you go here? You fucking so we gotta go there.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
So touring for the rest of the year, a little bit of downtime, and then we're supporting Lorna Shore on their first Australian tour early next year, which will be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, man. See some crazy shit. We always have some stuff done that people don't know about, kind of thing yet. So we're always able to like plan the next thing as stuff's rolling out. So we'll be doing a little bit of that. Like there's some, you know what I mean, music beyond what we've announced that's done and sounding really fucking lethal that I'm excited to work more on like the visuals for and stuff like that over our breaks. And then probably just have a Christmas where I don't even like listen to music. Yeah, I don't know, just fucking...
No, I feel it because we started the writing in January, and it's like from that week when me, Dan, and Jack got together, I haven't really switched off, and I won't till we're back from Europe.
Right. So you just need like some time to decompress.
Yeah, but like also to like as much of it is work, touring's also like, I get to go to the other side of the world and play music for people that like my band. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah,
it really is. That is a dreadful way of looking at it, Matthew. That is like it's gritty and it is terrifying, and you learn a lot, and you go through. My God, man, like every possible mental cycle. It's super rewarding when you get back. You don't realize what you're doing until maybe 6 months after you've done it. Pinch myself that I like, I kind of sunk in like not long ago that I ever toured Europe or America at all. And then yeah, it's a bro. Everyone who's like invested in their bands knows it's like an emotional thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're very lucky if you can make it. And there's a lot of like imposter syndrome, and then yeah, like everybody, like for example, gives me a lot of praise. I'm like, oh, doing better, Dane. You've like, you know, worked on your vocals, and like, yeah, I have, man. But it's like fucking challenging, and you're always like, you always let people think you're doing better and holding up better than you are, and like, but yeah, music's tough, man, and like touring like this is tough, and it's gonna be brutal, but you. Yeah, we get like skinny, bro, and like I get facial hair up here. What like it's weird, man. I'm telling you, like it's different. It's different, but it's like it's insane to think about it. What we're doing, who we're doing it with, like I think that's why I give such clear answers on it as well, bro. Like these are all bands I still listen to and love that we're touring with, and that had a like profound impact on everything we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that we the last US tour was with Carnifex, and now the next one's Oceano. It's like we're getting to play. Oh, and we had a couple of shows with Suicide Silence on that Carnifex run too. So it's like we're just playing like OG deathcore bingo at the moment. Like,
yeah,
it's so cool,
dude. Like, yeah, but pinching myself that I'm looking at the fucking Big Ben while the dudes from Angel Maker are like, let's go get coffee, and it's like, I really stop and think about like, man, 15-year-old me would have fucking lost my mind.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like that's why you do it, man. You very like often want to. I know I'm rambling, but like you almost quit a couple times, but like, fuck, dude, like yeah, that's the end goal, right? Like get over there, fucking play this shit to everybody, survive it. Yeah.
Come home, then do it again.
Do it all again, yeah.
But that's the truth of it, bro. It's every bit as brutal as it is rewarding, and yeah. That's why I think when people ask me for advice, it's like, make sure if you want to do this and you want to do this, make sure you fucking love every bit of it. Like, make sure you love your band, the people you're with, the like music you make, or it will all fall apart and you'll be stranded in fucking Bulgaria. I don't know.
Yeah. The touring, like, no disrespect to the people that have been in the band before or the music that we've made with them, but this time around the lineup we've got is the closest thing to like a tight group of friends that we've had in quite a while, and that's exciting. It should make the touring a lot more bearable, that like everybody gets along, everybody's on the same wavelength and same sense of humor, because you know, invariably you will rub somebody the wrong way one day, and it's going to be cool that we can just sort of brush it off and just get on with what we've got to do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Sorry, I know I'm a bit of a ramble on that, but legit, it's every bit as double-sided as a fucking 12 gauge, bro. It's like, just
we can also dig holes with, apparently.
yeah, whatever you said. Yeah, I'm very excited, bro. Now that we did the hard shit, we did the hard tours, learning a lot. Now we've learned a lot and now it's like running at it again with what we've learned. It's fun and it's going in with a bit more ammo than we did last time for, I don't know if that makes sense. That's a good analogy. I'm full of them, bro.
Yeah.
Not all of them land, you know?
Well, it all sounds like super exciting. It got all this stuff on your plate. Obviously, the new album, all these shows. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm excited for you guys. Like, what else? Like, final words before I let you go, because I have kept you for over an hour now, and I know you've got to chow down on your noodles. Any final words? Anything you want to say or plug? Floor's yours.
This guy, I'm a fucking noodles. Matt, you first.
Just everybody that's listening, check out the record and stop killing animals. Like, go vegan. That's it.
I disagree. People are animals, and a lot of people right now fucking deserve to die. So, but look after the innocent ones that would never do you any fucking harm. Your dogs, like that's no reason to then indiscriminately kill animals for a fucking sandwich. Idiots. Sorry, miss. I scared my cat, but she gets it too. Like, go and buy some tickets if you haven't already, or you'll miss out and you won't get to see me die in a pig mask. And yeah, that's pretty cowardly of you. Then also pick up the record. Everyone's a murderer. We worked really hard on it. And yeah, please stop fucking with animals that you have no right to fuck with. And we need more bricks. We need more bricks.
There we go.
We need. Hang on. What is it? We need more fight. We need more punks. We need more bricks, bro. Follow the butterflies. Follow the butterflies.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, guys, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'll let you go.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be at the Manchester show. So yeah, we'll hang out then.
Cool. See you then, man.
That'd be cool as fuck. If
Awesome, guys.
yeah, bro. See you there, gangster.
See you there. Bye, guys.
Catch him.
And that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in to It's Not a Phase. If you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Leave a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Follow the podcast on social media, and maybe even join the Patreon or grab some merch from the store. You can find everything that you need at itsnotaphase.co.uk. That's itsnotaphase.co.uk. Thanks again. Hopefully catch you on the next one. And remember, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.